All right, so we're going to take a new approach to green versus red ER edition with ULTA today. We're not going to pick teams. We're just going to shoot our shot off this, and we'll explain as we go. So let's just break it down right now. So what we have, current underlying is at $324. Implied move is sitting at 20. Plus 20 minus 20, you're looking at 344 down to 304 for your move, or you can just look at the image for a visual of that. IV is a little bit elevated, 100 plus, so that's great in terms of what we're going to do any other day besides right now. So what we're going to do, let's just have fun with it. All right, so we're doing our bullish case that, you know, everybody's been in quarantine for an entire year. People have been taking care, or haven't been taking care of their looks, and now that they finally have to face the world, they're going to be buying up all these products. The stupidest thesis in the world, but you know what? For funs and giggles, let's run with it, because usually the craziest theories maybe have a little merit to them. So, what we're going to do to combat this high premium is you always want to sell premium when you want to combat it. So we have our bullish base, our bullish bias, and we're going to be working with a call condor here. So if you don't know what a call condor is, but you do know what an iron condor is, involves selling premium and then capping the outsides, and that's essentially what we're going to be doing. But we're going to be focusing on the upsides of just strictly calls here. So what this is going to do for us is we're going to be buying a near at the money call, so a 330. We're going to be selling 10 wide. If you sell 10 wide, you're going to be selling a 340 call. You're going to be selling another 10 wide at a 350 call, and then buying another 10 wide on top of that to be a cap. A cap captures speed, capture risk, everything else. If you didn't follow along, you're going to be buying a 330 call, you're going to be selling a 340 call, you're going to be selling a 350 call, and then buying a 360 call. So you're 10 wide, and then what you want to do, since it's 10 wide, the maximum you can obviously make here, since you're buying it's a debit, is going to be 1,000 minus your debit. Okay, so 1,000, and then right now I think it's at 200. So let's just make it easy. It's not at 200. It's a little bit above. So $800 is max you can make if you land between that 340, 350. The 340, 350 area is the implied move, the top end of that, what you're seeing on your screen, and that's why we're targeting it. We're saying, let's be a little bit realistic here with our things. We're not expecting this to jump up to be 400 plus. It's gonna play to the implied move, or maybe a little bit beyond the implied move. So we kind of got a 0.75 implied move off of that, all the way up to a 1.5 implied move that we can cover. We're going to be making max. And that's why we want to sell. The premium's elevated. We're getting some type of selling in there. We're getting the movement of an at the money call, and then that 360 is just to make sure that things really slow down for us and we're not putting a lot at risk, but also to cap it to make sure that we're getting that the 200 debit that we're going to be getting on that. Another way to think about this is, if tomorrow hits, we do get the movement we want. It does break that trend. It gets near that. So as it gets closer to the 340, 350, it's going to inflate up a little bit, but you really want the decay on those 340s, those 350s. So if it's near that, it's going to take a little bit of time for that to happen. So most likely not until the end of the day, where you're going to be getting that max of that 800 if it does get into that range. But if you're outside of those, to downside of 340, upside of 350, you're also going to be seeing that kind of as that purple line inflates to form to that blue line that you'll be seeing on your screen. That is when you're going to be getting this wide range, where you're going to probably get like half value of this entire thing, and kind of just watching it fluctuate as the day goes. But the main takeaway from this is that the decay on the 340s and 350s is exactly what you want, and it's going to be slow. I think that probably about looking at, I don't have it right here pulled up, but it's probably going to be about low. It's probably a 10 delta, so it's going to be moving fairly slow against you. So this tackles everything. This tackles our bullish bias. This tackles the speed and control, so that nothing gets away from us too fast in case you have something going on in life. It's not there and haunting you, and you get the same risk as if you took you know, just a flat out 350 call, which is trading at 220 right now. So you don't have to worry about that premium crush. And if you do get all the way up to 350, not only do you have to get to 350, then you have to get to 352 in order to break even on your contracts, and then you have to go beyond that in order to actually start making money off of your contracts. So I like this way a little bit better. It's just what I do. So I like getting the controlling speed cap and everything else. That's going to be our play for this ER edition. I hope you like it. I hope you enjoy it. There will be no teams, so you know, you'll either see me down in the dumps if this doesn't work, or I'll be really happy the fact that I made a lot of people money. Enjoy.